along the way.
They go play action with Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go.
Brissett from the gun on third. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The give is to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down now following the run. Throwing. Brissett. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Travis Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out to kick is Janikowski. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Play fake. Here's Dalton. A left side completion to Jones. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Coleman on the toss. Room here to run. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Flex round! Flex round! Check. Ohio!
Here's a give to Bell running left. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down following the run.
Watch right. Let's go! Brad 38!
Here's Brissett. Connects with Sanu right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Out of the gun, Brissett. This is Bell on the dump off. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go! White, 90! White, flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Benjamin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Brand 38.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Come on, let's go.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll power his way out near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. action now. Brissett. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Play action now. Dalton. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Coleman now. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, Dalton. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This is Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Benjamin. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on
Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big run that time by Bell. 67 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Now Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They will run again with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Dalton sets up play action. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Let's go.
Again, it's Bell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They go play action with Brissett. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he puts it through. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys, they moved out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On play action, Brissett trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Third down. A shot here for Dalton. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down following the incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Brissett now. Connects with Sanu right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Gun, Brissett. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A gain of 39 that time. From the red zone now, Brissett. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jimmy Graham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They find some open field here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick-six plays like that.
But we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone. But he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game. And when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-sixes in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Dalton wants to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On third down, it's Coleman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have wound up winning that football game. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Brissett sets to throw it. Goes underneath for Bell. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
He's going to air one out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Come on, let's go. What? Ohio.
Brissett looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He's airing it out for Sanu, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see.
That's the touchdown. That's it. There you go.
People trying to say